All right, so we are going to spend... I want to limit the amount of time I spend here because Rig is a crazy map. But let's just go from the top here. If you are currently watching on YouTube, because I typically upload these to YouTube, welcome. We are going to do a Rig map breakdown. In this one video, I'm going to break down everything I can think of as far as jumps on the Rig. Maybe not just jumps, maybe we'll go over strategies. I want to kind of start with starting strats as well. So we got a lot that we're going to look at. I encourage you in the chat, if you guys are here live, of course, to send me clips, to send me jumps, so that we can look at absolutely everything, because I don't know everything on this map. So send me what you can. But I am going to start in this corner where we spawned, and I'm just going to cover everything that comes to mind, everything I can think of as far as jumps, techniques, all that stuff. So let's do this. Or, yeah, like just send me, I'll decide when I see the clip. I'll decide if it's code worthy. Okay, how about that? Send me your coolest Rig jumps. Is over spring to nest? I shall start now. You guys are going to send me some crazy stuff. I only have 5 codes, guys, so just know I'll do my best to congratulate you for your sick stuff that you send over. Okay, so this corner of the map, obviously, blue team spawns here. So we'll start by just talking about, starting strats and things that you can do off the rip. All the basic stuff everybody knows, just going across the bridge, taking your standard routes out through here, thrust sliding out, like we all know this. The typical route that I do, which is very well known now, is the super jump to get up to top yellow, right? You just thrust slide jump, stabilize, hold, or mash crouch, and clamber. This is a great way to get up and contest camo as a starting strat. The issue with this strat is if I put myself here, I'm going to get shot at by the entire team off the start. So just know that you're going to be the first one into the action, and it's very risky. So you got to play your life carefully here. Be ready to just leave if you need to. But it could be a good way to just get in the fight, contest camo immediately if you need to. As far as like little jumps, ways to get out of here, this is a great area of the map to ramp slide. Specifically this ramp is a good one. So you can either do a standard ramp slide, and for those who don't already know, ramp sliding has to do with sweet spot timing a crouch on a ramp. So you sprint on a ramp, and you got to time a crouch near the very top of the ramp. There's like a specific sweet spot. If you hit it perfectly, you get like a nice boost in your slide. If you hit it too early, you trip like that, where you go nowhere. So if you find that your Spartan just like trips in a slide and you go nowhere, then you hit it too early. If you hit it perfectly, though, you get this nice pop, and you can hear the sound. I gotta like have my earbuds in so I can hear it myself. But you can hear the sound of a perfect sweet spot ramp. It's in my list of ASMR sounds for sure. Anyway, so you hit a nice time slide there, that'll work. Or you can drop slide on it, which I find is more effective to spring thrust to get up. Drop sliding is similar to ramp sliding, except you're coming in from above. You have to sprint off an object from above, and then the moment you make contact with the ramp, you hit crouch to slide. So I have many videos on this. I'll link the videos for my YouTube. But that's how the starting strat would work. This is what I'm aiming for, at least. This jump here, of course, this box, all the bridge area around here is all spring jump height. So if I'm on this box, I can spring jump and get right up here. If I have momentum, I don't need to stabilize, right? I can spring jump directly up, which is very convenient. The one that most people go for is a spring jump thrust. They hit spring, thrust, stabilize, and they crouch. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard the spring thrust be called, what is it, a Spider-Man jump. Have you guys heard of that? A Spider-Man jump? Or sorry, no, spider jumping or something for spring thrusting. Has anybody ever heard of that term? Vitamin just takes all of them? Yeah, Vitamin's going to get all these codes here. I'll send 3. Okay, send 3 clips. Haven't learned a spring jump? I would recommend, if you haven't learned how to spring jump, learn how to do the scoreboard. Spring jump. Spider jump? No, we don't call it that? Okay, just a spring thrust. Spider jumping? That's what Batchford was calling it. He called it spider jumping. So, okay, so you can spring jump to hit that. You can spring thrust, stabilize to hit this, and you can spring thrust, stabilize the other way, and go the other way. So you got a lot of flexibility here. However, this way is not popular. There to there, though, box to bridge is very popular, spring thrusting, and the standard spring jump. This is good if you have camo and you want to just get to the bridge quick. The ideal, like the high-level starting strat that I came up with here, is to drop slide and then spring jump, stabilize, crouch, and clamber up here. So I didn't even burn my thrust, and then I can slide out thrust, grab the camo as I fly by. I didn't grab camo there. But you can grab it, and you can turn it into a really fast starting strat. So the idea is to land out a sprint, hit crouch the moment you land, and have enough momentum to spring jump, stabilize, catch the bridge. Really, really cool connection. And I love doing it personally. But that's one of many ways to get up there. Of course, you can also jump thrust off the box, which I don't recommend doing, because if you mistime it, you die. Even more so than other jumps. I find it's just like really risky, maybe? But yeah, you can it's called a thrusting over jump. So you sprint, jump, thrust, and you can get right up to the bridge. Maybe even sail over it if you're perfect with your inputs. But yeah, sprint, jump, thrust, so that your shins bank off the side of that. And that'll get you up there. Can't do it, I usually hit the wall. Yeah, I find that one to be very, very risky. So I don't recommend it as much. Those would be the main ways. There is one more advanced way to get up to the bridge from down here, and it's to do a thrust slide. It's really tricky to do. What's it called, the name of this technique? I think it's a thrust slide kneecap is what it's called. And you have to perfectly time the thrust slide so that the slide jump, there you go, interacts with it banks off the bottom of this lip here. You can do that as a starting strat as well. I just find it, once again, very risky and so difficult that might not be necessary. It works here too. I find if you were to do that thrust sliding kneecap anywhere on the map, this is the best place to do it, I think. But once again, I don't go for it personally. It's just not necessary, because you can do the super jump technique and get up there without having to bank your shin, against this railing here. So I find it very difficult. Bum kneecap or thrust sliding over jump. Okay, bum kneecap so a lot of technique names here, jargon. Luculin would be the guy for that. They know bum kneecap. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's what I did there. Not as necessary to know how to do, but it does work in different maps and stuff. So something like it's a cool mechanic to understand. But that's to get up to the bridge. As far as this area and jumps, you should know the other ramp. Actually, this ramp, I use this ramp a lot now to drop slide on it to launch myself out. So you can either drop slide, or once again, you can ramp slide on it. You can time a sweet spot slide, and you can shoot yourself forward. This is just something good to know as an alternative for a starting strat. If you want to get to snipe, you just walk up here a little bit and then land and slide at the base of the ramp. Like hit the slide the moment you hit ramp, and you'll shoot yourself out. One thing you can do as well is you can connect it into a spring jump stabilize, which, is it necessary to do this? Probably not. Like, how helpful is it really? I don't know. But I'll do like that, spring jump stabilize, and then clamber up. And if you hit that perfectly, you won't have to, move your reticle too much. You can just get into a nice clean clamber, and then you can chow white corner or nest bridge from like a slightly different, less exposed, like you don't run across the bridge to get there, so it's a little less predictable. What's the best sensitivity? Different for everybody, secrets. I use 4.3. Whatever's comfortable for you, yeah. The one I sent is right in this area. Okay, Vitamin, we'll take a look at your jump. So we got a lot of advanced jumpers in the chat here who know this stuff. We got Heenee hit a crazy jump outside the map, or not quite, it's like right on top of the map while I was playing with him in matchmaking. So, because I know I could look at your guys' clips all day. What do we got? Okay. So you sprint, jump, time with thrust. Right on the edge there, you're going to hit it twice in a row. Pretty cool, pretty clean, for sure. On the risk level, though, I would say very, very risky, right? There aren't too many situations where you want to sprint, jump, and hold sprint out like this, right? Because if somebody's in basement, they're just going to light you up. But if you know that they're coming from, like, maybe if they're coming from yellow to back catwalk, and you want to very quickly, you hit it like 4 or 5 times in a row. You want to very quickly get like a cutoff, like maybe there's potential for it. I could hit it here. Yeah. I don't know, but very, very specific kind of scenario, but risky to go for. I'm jumping too early, so you'd want to time your jump slightly later so that when you hit the thrust, it's going to bank. Have I tried railgun from carbine spawn yet? I haven't. Yeah, there's a pretty crazy one. Feel free to send me a clip, because I don't want to spend too long doing stuff that I'm not super comfortable doing, so feel free to to send a clip for that. Is this for bumper jumper? So bumper jumper is not like you can do any of these jumps with any control scheme. I'm using bumper jumper personally, but there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to do these jumps on other schemes. Don't have the droids you're looking for. Oh, these are older as well anyway. Okay, that doesn't matter. Those are older ones. I just wanted to make sure I got the vitamin clip. So yeah, so I'll land and slide here to get out. In general, you can also technically, you can kneecap yourself, or what is it, thrusting over jump like off of these things. These are really difficult to do, and I don't want to spend too much time on it either, but you can like, if you perfectly time a jump thrust, you can launch off the side of these. And you can do it from anywhere too. Like I could be here, like that, and if I hit it right, then I'll literally hit that catwalk. So if you have like frame perfect movement, like if you're a monster, you could technically perfectly time a thrust, bank off of that railing, and cut all the way to Whitehall. Yeah, and I'm mistiming it. I don't want to spend too much time on it. What I could do is maybe include a clip in the final video, but yeah, you can launch yourself across all of those. Too slow for me to get shots. I usually hit them. Yeah, you got to test out different sensitivities, for sure. I converted you to bumper jumper. Yeah, I think bumper jumper is kind of the way to go, personally. Something I've learned with slide recently that we'll take a look at in a bit, though. All right, I won't cover it just yet, but yeah, so you can jump across here. You can probably spring jump, clear this, or super jump to clear this if you wanted to. Not really necessary to know. Yeah, especially because you could probably just crouch jump off this and get up. I don't know. Yeah, crouch jump. That's fine. I drop slide on here sometimes too, right? If you're up above, land and slide, shoot yourself out. You can grab shoddy as well, or do a standard ramp slide on here. That's fine. Landing and sliding here could be useful too. It'll kick you out to the basement window. So something to get creative with is to always look for like ramps that connect into convenient drop slides, so you can get places faster. And if you're not drop sliding, you can always think about setting up a sweet spot ramp slide to still throw yourself in the basement if you need to. Part of a late jump to hit a late fast slide. Right. How do I jump thrust? I jump and press X to thrust, but I have a paddle. In the basement here, we've got crouch jump to get up the box, pretty basic. This one is very useful. Crouch jump off of this box will get you up to this back catwalk. I recommend that you add this to your game if you're not already doing it, especially like getting out of the stronghold. If you know somebody's coming out from yellow, you can jump backwards and then grab it out from like a backwards jump while you're capping basement. My fingers are getting cold. Slideway Sundays, I know, right? The sliding. I've been thinking of all different ways that you can use this box here too to hit starting strats. I'm trying to think of what it was that or you do like maybe 2 spring jumps. I don't know. Like land, spring jump. Some wild stuff you can do. Connect here. Of course, spring jump's gonna get you up the box from like a far distance, or you can like stabilize it. All basic stuff. Crouch jump's gonna get you up here, and you can just sit here with a crouch jump. You can shimmy all along this wall once you crouch in, and go all the way to the end if you want to. This is if you're trying to play like really sneaky. Not super necessary, but something potentially to know. I think you can like crouch, like go all the way to the outside wall here. Yeah, and then you could technically jump off and grab the top there. You can also sit on these and sit, I believe, on that, but I think you'd have to... You gotta like jump thrust or spring thrust in. People don't typically go for it, but there is a way to get in here, maybe even from the long haul. For starting strat, these stairs I always slide down, and then I spring jump thrust off them, or I do like a spring stabilize. A lot of the stairs, like if it's convenient to slide off, I'll slide off the stairs. Ramp sliding works, or I guess like drop sliding works not only on ramps, but on really low surfaces as well. So like, see how this railing is very close to the floor? I can drop slide off of this railing as if it's a ramp. And it's really hard to get the timing, but it's something that I've realized. I actually have these clips on it. At least I think I do. This is an Empire, but it's the same concept in Empire, and it works in Rig too. Like, check this out. This is not a ramp, and people don't do this yet. And I'm very curious to see, like, I was going to send these to Bound, and see if Bound maybe could make some plays with this, but this is a ramp according to, like, the game system. Like, it works the same. There. How sick is that? Right? I just, like, boosted myself from the window. I'm going to go around and do it again. And the timing is, like, frame perfect. But that's a sick launch without a thrust, I think. And it works on, like, so now you can kind of change the way that you apply the slide, because it works on all surfaces that are about that height. Right. It's crazy. You guys did it in Octagon? Yeah. Well, I originally did it on Coliseum. I know we're kind of jumping into another map now. But it works on, so for example, here too. If you're frame perfect with this stuff, then it's useful. Using the collider. Hold on. And you can see me doing it several times, just trying to, like, get it though, right? So the timing is really tight. There we go. That's a big boost. And then I wrap around and I do one more time. Right, Luculent. Yeah, really interesting. And one of the best places to use it is this part of the map, but I seem to be missing the timing. I don't want to, once again, I don't want to spend too much time missing jumps. You can also just do a standard ramp slide down here. Variety of ways to hit it so that you connect with that box and then jump up. But yeah, as far as basement, I don't think there's like too much that's too crazy here that we got to know of. I think this is all reachable with super jumps, right? So if you thrust slide jump or spring jump stabilize, you can get up. Same with this side. It's possible to spring jump, thrust, stabilize, and get up there. The timing is very precise, but you can do that as well. Yeah, and that pretty much covers like what you would need to know in basement area. And then this jump, of course, very important to know how to do. You can stabilize jump. You can do a standard, like without sprint, you can do a stabilized jump and get up if you're very precise. Standard stabilized jump, like that. And then you can spring jump it, which a lot of the time I spring jump or scoreboard spring jump it. If you got crazy movement, you could technically like land and spring thrust and catch it like that. So you can come in like really quick and catch it. It's just, it's risky, right? So if you spring thrust and you miss it, then you die. You're going to fall in the bottom and die. Right angles don't exist in Halo. They're all hemispheres. You're right. So every edge is like a small curve, right? It's like a little ramp on the edge of every surface. You can roof bounce here. Remember, you need to land on the floor and crouch to spring jump. This counts as a roof bounce. So I've now landed in crouch when I hit this. So I could technically like slide in and bounce and then spring jump out. So if you're looking for like a really nerdy way to get up here quick, you can, like, it won't even look like you jumped, but it registers as a jump as you leaving the floor. So yeah, you can spring jump by bumping off that. But yeah, that covers that. I know that if the stronghold is here, if you spring jump off the stronghold, you'll get up. There's also a jump like here where you can jump off this for a split second. So if you like spring jump, you have to spring thrust like backwards or something. Yeah, we ain't gonna try this, but I know Luculin or Vitamin, like you guys got clips of this, I'm sure that you can send, where you spring thrust backwards and you get up there. Tricky jump. Not something I go for personally. We'll watch let's watch a couple of these. Super jumping on Zanzibar? Yeah, I know, man. I missed that. That was fun. Hopefully they got some really cool stuff in Infinite to mess around with. Are you going to sprint out, jump, stabilize? And catch? Okay, what are you doing here? What's the trick? Because it looks like you're just doing a standard stabilized jump at a sprint. Did you hit the wall? Is it like a kneecap? Sliding kneecap backwards. That's really cool. That is very, very cool. So he basically timed a slide perfectly so that he banked off of it when he jumped and it bumped him up. Are you gonna do the slide jump up the wall? Let's see. Smooth like butter. Okay, this is another example of how you can use the bum kneecap, right? So he did a thrust slide. I think you can hit that a little cleaner too. Thrust slide, perfectly timed it so that you got the boost up on the ledge there, and then stabilize to hit that catwalk. Pretty cool. When you're over here, of course, crouch jump will get you up here. I believe you can. If you spring jump, you're not going to get all the way up. Yeah, it's like just too high. So you can do like, normally I just clamber to get up here, and then I'll crouch jump up. This area right here can be a little bit difficult to like pinpoint. You can like jump and land on it, pinpoint it. A lot of the time I just fall, clamber. This is like a really easy and convenient way to get to this beam if you need to. Just fall, clamber. And it's fast. You know, like you don't have to worry about falling off and dying. Like I just do that. And then you can spring thrust into the window here, right? There's a couple ways to go from this beam up to the top. Oh, we made it. Okay. So the super jump I don't go for because it's like harder to angle. You need a runway for it. But yeah. Oopsie daisy. If you like angle a super jump, you'll get up. Or you can spring jump and thrust, stabilize, clamber up. Just different ways to get there. Or just do a regular jump into the bottom here. And then we saw that crazy slide. So you would have had to time a slide jump, and this is something that would... I get it, though. So this is where, like imagine pulling this stuff off in game. It'd be pretty hard to do. Yeah. Alright. Good thing we got the instant spawns. I'll save the tricky jumps for the clips. I love this area of the map, because there's a lot of ways to get up the top tower. I showed this in a YouTube video a long time ago, right? To get to top tower, you can do the standard way. You just jump, clamber, right? Really basic. Or you can go straight up with a super jump. So you sprint, thrust, slide, jump, stabilize, hold crouch or mash crouch, and then you clamber up. Nice and convenient. Or you can do a crouch jump and get into the wall here, and then jump, clamber up. You can also crouch jump, I think? Or is it a crouch jump, spring jump? Might be able to like double crouch jump it. Yeah, no, crouch jump and then spring jump will definitely do it though. Directly up, right? So if you have good movement with that, you could crouch jump into the cubby, spring jump up the tower. Here, you can spring jump or spring thrust to get up to tower from this ledge. So you land on this, and then hit a spring jump thrust like that, you get up the tower. If you have momentum, so if you have a really good movement, you can slide jump and then do a spring jump out of your slide jump and land in a clean sequence without burning thrust. Fix the lens blur. Oh no. Thank you. Shy blur again. All right, thanks. I got it. Do you have to spring jump to get from bottom tower to top tower, like that common out of the back window jump? So yeah, this one right here, tower 1 and tower 2, is a spring jump. Yeah. I believe it would be possible to hit it in other ways. Like, you might be able to, like, sprint stabilize jump. I don't know. But yeah, it's a spring jump. The convenient thing about spring jumping here that not too many people go for is it works with the front of the tower as well. Like that. So, like, if you want to hit a spring jump, tower 1 to tower 2, don't think that you only have to do it there. Like, it's good to also come around front, and you also get up there faster, too, depending on the situation. It's a really weird clamber. Like, it doesn't look like you should clamber, but it still gives it to you. So you just spring jump, hold crouch with good placement, like spacing, and you'll get it. There should also be, like... Yeah, there's a little lip outside the back of the tower there, where you can go, like, from here to here with a spring thrust, and then land on that lip. Like that, and then jump off the lip, like that, to get over to rail, which is like kind of a tricky advanced route, I guess. It looks really clean if you do a slide off. So you're on top tower, let's say, and then you sprint slide off and hold crouch so you land and crouch, and then spring thrust, jump off the wall. But, you know, when are you going to do that, right? Unless you're just trying to look sick. There are other ways that are much harder? Okay. I know, and somebody maybe can send me a clip, because there's a spring thrust off here that'll send you up on the top of tower somewhere, and you can, like, you're basically, like, almost outside map. So maybe somebody can send a clip of that one. What do you got, Lights? I forgot about the music playing in the background. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. I'll turn it off for now. I missed it. Sorry, one sec. Clean. Oh, you tried to hit a spring jump there, I think. Oh! Ooh! And he didn't even see you. How did he not see you, though? That's crazy. Okay. You also just reminded me, right? So this is spring jump height, which is very convenient to know if you're just trying to, like, be really aggressive in your movement to collapse on carbine. If you hit a nice spring jump, you'll land right on top of these, like these walls here. And it's just a fast, fluid way to get across them. What Lights showed off, really cool. But it looks like you can stand up there as well. You gotta thrust into the wall. So you spring jump and thrust into the wall, and then you can just shimmy. Very, very cool. Yeah. Did you say platinum player? Yeah, okay, there you go. Oh, and here too. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, that would be so clean if you could connect, like, it's like kind of like Fathom. There's an area in Fathom where in the treehouse where you're stuck in crouch, and then you can, like, sprint out and land and drop slide and shoot forward. On the other side of that spot? Yep. So you can get up there as well and sit up there. Yeah. Above basement stairs? Like there. Or even here, maybe, right? A little less useful, but maybe? I don't know. Sunday jump days? Yeah, we're jumping around. How you doing, Monster? Let's get this one. I think this was Heenee playing against me. I think. Yeah. No wonder he had a camo. That's how he did it. Nade spring jump? Wow. Wow. And then he killed me with it, of course. Wait for it. You bastard. The poll is rigged? What do you mean, Ace? Yeah, that's pretty sick, right? So that's a nade spring thrust. To land and crouch, and then nade at your feet, and perfectly time a spring jump and thrust as the explosion, like as the nade explodes. And it looks like you can stand up there. That's not gonna work. I personally, I've never hit this on rig before. I've hit it on Empire. I'm thrusting too early. I'm not gonna work on it too much. We'll show clips for it. But you time a thrust, spring jump thrust, the instant the nade blows up. And you'll fly up. It's such a sick clip. I know, right? It had to be on me. Hit carbine to railgun again on Xbox. You message it to me? Yeah, send me your clips, guys. I see lights and vitamin. You'll send it again? Okay. Where is this? Hold on. Okay, so all you jumpers sending me clips, I'll get you. If you don't have the Halo 5 grassroots skin, I'll send it to you. This is wild. Okay, thank you. I see that legend. What? No, how far can you go? Oh, you broke the game, dude. Broke the game. Can you shoot anything? That's a throwback? This is an old one, isn't it? Jesus, Jesus. Okay, we're gonna get there in a second. Let me just make sure there's like no... Did we cross the T's, dot the I's here? We're good here? Nothing in basement. Nothing we gotta worry about on this side. Something that I do a lot is thrust slide, stabilize, quick stabilize, you'll catch here, right? Make sure that you're thinking about tower if you're aggressing on tower, so like you can potentially, you know, start shooting if you need to. I was thinking if you have like really insane movement, something to know about Y-ing nade throws. If you throw a nade and you press Y button, it cancels the throw and it lets you sprint immediately, right? If you cancel a nade throw, it also lets you stabilize immediately as well. So if you like throw nade Y button, you can instant stabilize after you throw the nade. Normally you can't do that. So by that notion, you could thrust slide, nade, switch weapons, stabilize. If you have frame perfect timing, I believe you can catch this ledge and nade the wall and get to tower at the same time, if that makes sense. So, little connection, maybe. But probably too much effort. Crouch jump here. Standard crouch jump will get you up here if you have nice spacing, right? Just a standard crouch jump. Though normally, to make sure I get it, I stabilize. Or, of course, you can spring jump it if you need to. Some basic stuffs. Slide off. Timing a slide right before you leave a ledge. Slide off is really helpful on rig specifically. I'm just timing a slide. This is something that's going to be in Halo Infinite, right? So Halo Infinite, we know it has a slide. Sliding off is a great way to get from one place to another that's a short distance from you without having to jump, moon jump in the air. So another good slide off spot is right here. This is a perfect slide off, right? Slide off like that. And slide off like that. Nice and clean to get to camo. Don't have to burn a thrust. You could even, you can sprint slide and then jump crouch. Or you know what? Sprint slide, spring jump would be a sick connection, right? Sprint slide, land, spring jump. That's a nice clean connection to tower. If you're, let's say, shooting here, you back them down, like slide spring jump, and like while you're spring jumping, you shoot and you land in the window. Bunch of tower jumps. Yeah, feel free to send that over too. We talked about the super jump to get up to tower. I also realized there's this here to get to this area, which is a nice, sick connection. What you can do is super jump and place your reticle at bunker at the same time, so you can still chow bunker, like, you know, shoot bunker, and this is where you want to have good control, right? Shoot bunker, and while you're shooting bunker, you can crouch jump into tower, so get the cover immediately. That's a really, really cool connection. I love doing that. Also, just a standard jump thrust. Like, jump thrust stabilize. But you gotta hit a fast stabilize at a thrust. So you, like, sprint, jump thrust stabilize. Dude. I'm not hitting the stabilize. But if you're just wrapping around from tower, like that, That's a nice quick connection too. So if you find yourself in like bottom tower, camo's coming up, got to get there quick, right? Look at that connection, slide off, and then grab camo. So nice clean connections there. Nap Times was talking about what, jumps? Chance for code for us mere mortals over here. We had a code Eden to get more entries for the Series X giveaway. Or are you talking about a code for the nameplate BR skin? Yeah, maybe I could. I only got 5 guys, so there's only so much I can send. I'm sure some of you guys already have it though. Okay, let's look at these. Oh no. Tanza, what up, buddy? You can go the other way as well, yeah. Really, really cool. Can you get a clip here? Why do I feel like I'm in this? Hold on. Okay, thankfully that's not me. Cool. So the nade spring thrust works both directions, right? So you can get up to there, or you can get up on top of that section there. You can also get up to that section using this platform. There's a lot of crazy jumps using this camo platform that I don't work with personally. Like I wouldn't be able to recreate them now. But I'm sure you guys can send me clips. That's why you guys are here. Meozer, what do you got? There's one from 5 minutes ago. Kneecap, back rail. Okay. Okay. That's very risky, though. Notice how you almost died? And you like, yeah, I mean, if you hit it clean, then that could potentially be useful, but I find that I like that, personally, because it's like nice and fast. Of course, I'm connecting a drop slide, or sorry, a drop thrust slide from the air, right? Drop, thrust, slide, and you can hit this too. But yeah, nice, cool little connection. But yeah, that's pretty cool too. You would sprint, jump, but you have to perfectly time it because this is like just too high. So I'm not sure if you're crouching and uncrouching. You can let me know. Let's try again with Legend. There we go. It's a high overjump. Yeah, it's very high up. Yeah, do you use crouch at all in there, Meozer? Oh yes, right. Thank you, Legend. There you go. Look at that connection. So he is sprint, jump, thrust, stabilized with perfect placement with the jump thrust in order for this to work. And this could be a pretty... It's still a risky starting strat because it's going to put you right in the line of fire. But if you want to get the camo super quick, I think that might be the fastest... That might be the fastest way to get the camo. Not sure. You tried in 2s. Yeah. For 2s, that could be pretty solid because there's less pressure. In 4s, you're gonna clamber that in 4s and you get shot at. But I know this one. Yeah. So this is actually really cool. Shotzzy does that one a lot. You, how does this, because it has something to do with holding jump out of thrust. Like if you sprint, jump, thrust off of something and you hold jump in the air, it like shoots you up. You get like a late upswing in your jump. It's really weird. I don't even know if you could explain what's happening. Jump guys in the chat, but basically you would time the thrust from like here and hold jump. So it's like earlier than you think, right? Because when I first saw that jump happen, when I saw Shotzzy do that, I was trying to like time a thrust like right here so that I would kind of bank off of it, but that's not the key. The key is to like have the second half of your thrust go over the platform and then hold jump and it kind of raises you up. and then you stabilize and you catch it. There's a the little raised bump on the floor lets you shoot up. So in Plaza, for example, in light rifle on Plaza, there's a bump on the floor there. Shotzzy uses that one as well, and you go over it and you go up into top yellow from light rifle to top yellow. The hatch, yeah. But you're purposely timing the thrust early, like from around here, so that the second half of your thrust goes over the hatch instead of the first half of your thrust. It's a thrusting ramp jump. Yeah, really interesting. Crazy, dude. Crazy how that stuff works. And it's like too perfect, right? Like, who puts the hatch there? Like they didn't know that they were designing this connection? Come on. Somebody just put a hatch there. They're like, yeah, this looks like a good place to put a hatch. Turns out it's a sick jump. Hey, this isn't rig. Come on. Yeah. This is on top of, Oh, hold up. This guy, send me rig jumps. I don't know what I just watched. Did you hit something, or you just did a shot? Oh, you hit the barrel. Okay. Okay, send me rig jumps. Oh, thank you, Heenee, for the... So this should be a spring thrust on the top of the tower. There you go. Ooh, okay, so very specific spot that it looks like he's aiming at. I like this, actually. It looks like you could probably, get something out of this with good timing. Almost. But it looks like he's aiming for that spot. And you gotta be, like, right on the edge. Yeah, but thank you for sending that. Give these guys a hatch because they suck. Oh my. Yeah, so this area of the map is pretty crazy. A lot of mysteries. What the heck? Dude, imagine hitting a snipe like that. So isn't it random? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you sit in this area and you shoot the you shoot the platform so it comes down, you shoot the button, and then it throws you out, but it doesn't throw you the same place every time. It's not random? So what, like, is it because he's standing on a specific section of the... Oops. I don't know, like, when in-game it would make sense to go for that, other than I just want to style on someone, right? You could do it 9 times out of 10. That specific launch, if that's the case, then I'd like to see you hit, like, a snipe on somebody. Like, make a play with it. Because that's so cool. Because I've seen it done to get to tower. I've seen it done to get, like, to different areas of this spot here. I'm saying the launch is consistent, but the arc that you got out of that launch seems like you guys are saying it's consistent. So yeah, get it done. Show me the clips. Okay. So spring thrust from the wall to get to the outside ledge there. That's a cool connection and not easy to do, but risky. I wouldn't recommend it. It'd be better to just go to this ledge. But still pretty sweet. When you are up here, by the way, you know what? Let me die. Let me get my frags back. How do you get under Whitehall? Maybe somebody has a clip of that, Chechen. However, should we show clips of that? Or are people gonna all go do that now? Because I know there's a glitch to get inside the map, and then I don't think people can kill you. Something I've been doing is this kind of connection. I've been looking for the super slide technique, like ways to use it, where you sprint, thrust, resprint, and then time a slide, and you can like launch off this little ramp here. Not too useful to use in this specific spot, but There are a couple places on this map where it's very useful. But of course, you can time slides on these ramps. I was thinking also, like, maybe you could sprint, jump, and, like, do something like that. You know, if you got to get to Carbine for whatever reason, you can, like, line something up that way. Or you could do this crazy, unnecessarily advanced technique where you do a short hop. You, like, short hop, resprint, and then thrust, resprint, slide. Like that. But basically, your short hop, if you short hop at a sprint, you can still resprint in midair. Normally, if you slide jump, like, out of sprint, you can't resprint. But if you short hop out of sprint, you can still resprint. Meaning you can do a super slide out of short hop. Like, short hop anyway, this is, like, too technical to even worry about. But I was thinking you could, like, short hop, resprint, and then thrust, resprint, slide, and launch. Like, off the corner here. Yeah, anyway. Rush jump here. This is a spring jump, right? To connect from here to here. Sometimes I'll do this with a scoreboard. Like that. Nice and convenient connection. And then crouch jump up. There are jumps off of this thing as well. I know you guys have, like, a thrust off of this pole here. There's a classic clip for this, I'm sure. You can also get, like, in this wall, and you can crouch jump up to here, and then you might need to spring jump or jump thrust. I'm sure you guys got clips for that as well, but you can connect to tower. Not as useful though, right? Not going to find very many situations where it would make sense to do that. Up on top tower here, most stuff we cover. We got the spring jump to get up. This jump is very useful to know how to do. This one where you die, this one's really useful. No, okay, so you can go to tower 3 from the outside, and that could be very great for making outplays, right? Because if you expect somebody to be in this spot on tower wall, you can get around them like that, and then melee them, get a back smack, whatever. That's just a crouch jump. You know, just time a crouch jump out, and it'll connect. Was that the one you just said? Nerve-wracking to jump from T2 to T2 sneaky? Yeah, it is nerve-wracking, right? Because if you don't perfectly hit it, then you're screwed, exactly. I saw Shotzzy in a clip a little while ago. He hit, like, a nasty triple where he, I don't know, he got, like, a 5, and then he, like, thrusted, landed, and then and, like, perfectly did the jump out of a land, like, in the middle of his movement, and then killed another player with it. It was pretty sick. While you're up here, you can land drop slide on this ramp, which could be useful if it's bunker spawns in, like, 2s or something, let's say, and you want to be, like, super aggressive. You can drop slide and, like, fly at them through the hallway, but you can also land and drop slide and fly to that ledge. Like that. Which is just kind of a cool connection. So the drop slide works in, like, a lot of creative ways here if you wanted to. Technically, you can, like, do a super slide thing, but not necessary. Of course, alternative to getting up to T3 or T2 off the wall. Just land on the wall and then jump and crouch. It's possible to spring jump off of this. Dude, this jump is actually pretty easy. You just have to be aware of that beam right here, right? Just avoid the beam. It's possible to hit the outside with, like, a spring jump backwards and, like, a stabilize. And you can land and clamber that side, which is crazy to witness. And it'd be sick if somebody could, like, land on that spring jump, thrust, stabilize backwards, and then backsmack somebody. That'd be crazy. The super jump, by the way, to get to top tower, you can do it backwards as well if you're here. So you can sprint, thrust, slide, and, like, wrap around. Like that. Nope. I obviously don't go for this very much. But it does connect. I'm going to hit it once. I swear. I burned a second thrust. You can't do that. My right stick is not turning. There we go. So you can connect it backwards, and you can also do it this way. If you don't bump the wall. A little bit harder to do this way, I'd say. Ooh, but that could be a pretty clean connection. Hard to find opportunities for it. Yeah, you get it. I'll put clips. Yeah, I get nervous with that one in game. It was a good juke. Okay, I'm getting a lot of clips here. I think... Let's go here. Timing of the slides are really tricky. Drop slide timing is not so bad. Ramp slide timing could be kind of tricky for sure. But with drop slide, you just want to slide as early as possible, the instant after you hit the ramp. So you're hitting crouch the instant after making contact. Right. I know this one too. Is there a trick to stand there? Notice how you're just standing there without jumping? I think it might be like the timing of your thrust. This is a good hiding spot. So if you're just trying to hide, because you can jump off of it, but then actually sitting on it like he did. Almost. I think like it looked like you crouched or something to... Oops. And then I think it's possible to shimmy pretty far once you do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just a cool spot. Spring jump up to treehouse backwards at E2. Yes, you can. Yeah, the spring jump is great in that spot. I'm going to show that in a little bit. Wait, there's one more from Legend. And then we'll look at the others. Is this the outside map? Right. Yeah, you can clamber that. Your spring thrusting, you can also... We'll show that. I'll show it in a sec. That'll reach here. And then you can't really do anything here, can you? Once you're up there, you got a 10-second timer, and I tried to find somewhere to sit up there. The alternative to that is to jump off of that thing and then jump thrust like that. I find that easier, to just land and jump off that. But then once you're up here, like I've tried to find somewhere to like sit to get out of the killberry, but you die instantly if you go too far to the left or right, I think. So it's a cool spot to just show off, but you're not really going to find an opportunity to use it, right? Unless you guys know some crazy stuff and some way to live up there, but I don't know. Here. Great montage spot. Yeah, if you can get up there with a snipe and then snipe somebody, sure. Sorry. Jump thrust. Cool. That's pretty sweet. More stylish than anything, I would say, but you're perfectly... You sprint, jump thrust. He'd be thrusting the instant out of his jump, like frame one, basically, to get that little kick. Yeah. And then I guess if I held jump, I might have been able to get up there. Something I do instead is spring thrust. And I think if you hit it perfectly, you don't even need to stabilize, but I would recommend stabilizing out of the spring jump. No! Please work. And then stabilize, and you get up there like that. And you can do it the other way as well. Stabilize without the clamber. Nice clean connection. There's also that Shotzzy strat as well, which I haven't done in a while. But you like, you jump, you have to jump, thrust slide, and then shoot the camo down, right? Why am I not thrust sliding? No! And then you grab the camo as you fly by. You get it, though. If I space myself, I think a little bit... I think I got hit by this. So I had to space myself a little differently. Get closer? I had to be closer. Right under it. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, and it bumped me there, too. Prox does that, yeah. So Shotzi's actually the one who I saw use it... like, I don't know if he's the first one to do it, but he's the one who I saw use it first. Yeah, Prox has a good clip using that as well. You just want to make sure you sprint, jump, and thrust slide out of the air, because if you sprint, thrust slide here, the ground, there's like a groove on the floor, that'll mess up your thrust slide. That'll screw up everything. So just make sure you sprint, jump, and land, thrust slide, shoot it. And maybe I have to shoot it earlier, too, so that it goes down earlier. Almost like hug the right wall, yeah. I'm going to show a clip of it as well. All this stuff that I don't nail perfectly, I'm just going to do a little quick clip. Everybody knows this spring jump at this point, right? Just off the box. Clean, convenient. This area, all spring jump height as well, right? There's a nice little double spring jump here where you are in the trench and you like land and you can spring jump to get up. And then spring jump a second time to get up there. Same with this area right here, right? This is all spring jump height from trench. Spring jump here, and then spring jump a second time, and you'll get up there, so double spring jump. Sometimes I use this right here, this beam, will roof bounce you down, right? So if you time the jump, you hit the beam, and then come down, spring jump a second time. You gotta hit it twice. I mean, I can get the clip pretty easily. Left thumb, but thank you. I just want to be fast, you know? Like, I want to make sure we're, like, running through jumps quickly. Are you going to use that little clamber ledge there? Let's see. Yeah, maybe. A lot of suspense here. What are you doing? Is it just an angle? Oh, you can see through the wall. Oh. Can you snipe? Oh, no. Spring thrust. Get you up there. Ah, look at that. You see it? You see the color change? So you gotta be in like a very... Here. Just open wall now. Yeah. So if you're standing in this exact spot, that could be used, that could potentially be used in a tournament. But what spot is this? What am I looking at? That's just open space. Like, I think this is like, if somebody was standing, like, is this the bridge? Can I see the bridge here? Like the nest bridge? Snipe bridge. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, if somebody's standing there, or you got amazing reaction time. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Clamber this. This is a good clamber. Just know that you can clamber this. So you can go like that to get to bunker. Very, very useful way to get to bunker. I highly recommend you use that clamber ledge. Right here. Bam. Slides. Drop slide here. You can drop slide from this railing down off of this. Back here. We're kind of jumping around the map a little bit. I'll go back to trench in a second, but this is another area where you spawn, right? The red players spawn here. So there's a lot of, like, different types of starting strats you could do. Go from bunker to tower, thrust slide, and then stabilize. You get from bunker to tower. You can... Yeah, so there's a slide launch here, or you can, like, ramp slide it. There's also, like, a weird clamber ledge on this thing. And it's in a very specific spot. I'm trying to remember how it works. You come at like this? Or is it from the front? It's like, yeah, the clamber ledge is like kind of... It's kind of like on the front of it. Like that. So you can clamber off this and then jump from it to get to engine, potentially. You could probably skip the clamber if you hit it precisely. But, like, interesting option for, like, a high-angle chow on engine. If you just know that's available. So you gotta hit it from a very specific... Like here. Like that. Jump, hold, crouch, clamber. Got another two... Yeah, you guys got endless clips for me, I know. It's sending me all over the map, though. Sending me all over the map. Yeah, these ones, though, like, anything that uses a barrel, I can never really recreate it properly. What are we doing here? Okay. Hopefully that was the end of the clip. But it looks like you're spring jumping out of the wall there. So that shimmy that you're doing... Yeah, okay. And you can just hang here. That shimmy is really useful over here. Right? I'm sure a lot of you guys know this one. You crouch, and you just shimmy into the wall, like that. So if there's no camo platform, you can still hang out here, use that as a route, right? You gotta make sure you're crouching into it. And then you can walk after. Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, so it looks like there's a ledge even lower than what I was jumping on. Okay. I like that. That makes it way more useful, honestly. So that's just a regular, like, crouch jump that he's doing, right? And you land on the low one. I think. What am I missing here? Or was it just... Or did you just hit the one... It looked like you landed on this. Can you? I don't know. I've been jumping off of that. It looked like you were on that. Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Does it have to be a nade spring thrust, though? I don't like the idea of nade spring thrusting to it. From here would have been a sick connection. I like that spot, though. Just too... It's so risky, though. Check that out, though. Because you could definitely make a play off here. Somebody would just walk through tower and not even see you. Really cool. It's got good cover. The emote. You're like, I don't know, this is for fun. To land on that little point? Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool connection, too. More for style. Once again, we were down there a second ago, spring jumping off of this thing, right? Spring jumping off of it will connect you to the rail platform like that, but it also connects you to this point, like he showed, where you can stand on it. I'd say in general, it's good to just, like, once you clamber it, it's good to just, like, sit in this corner sometimes when you're up here. Or also be aware of the fact that you can stand on that little point right here and, like, just sit here. Not too many situations where you're actually going to get in there, but pretty cool. Spring jump list to rail is a thing. You can kneecap off it. Okay. Meozer likes the decaps. Let's do one more. Oh, I think it's the same spot, but maybe a different angle. Or no, something else. That? Okay, yeah, that would be a kneecap. Oh, right, because you can see there's like a little slope on the floor. Right, so if you time a thrust against like any form of slope surface, see this? Damn, dude, this game's wild. It's a weird angle, though, right? You have to hit like a really perfect angle with it. Because a lot of the time, you're going to go bump the roof. Like, it's really easy to just go straight up and bump the roof. However, I like that connection, though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You can go both ways. Going that way is way easier. Just run it almost 90 degree and thrust hold jump. Like here, though, it has to be... It would have to be, like, off one of these. Yeah. Let's see what he did. Stasis is full of them. Yeah, it's definitely not 90. Interesting. Finding an opportunity to use this one effectively, not as common. Almost got it there. I kind of like this, though. I like that a lot, because I find there are more situations where I'm, like, stuck here. I don't know why. I just feel like that's, like, kind of a cool connection. Anyway, thank you for that. Oh, right. He's going to show a super jump from basement up to a different section. Yes, this is a good connection, too. Riskier, though, right? You're going to find less situations to use it. Okay. Yeah. But you'd have to time the thrust slide pretty well, right? Because you got that groove on the floor that I talked about. So you have to make sure that the thrust slide is finished right before you interact with this groove on the floor so you don't bump it and ruin your thrust slide. But yeah, risky. I prefer to go for there instead. I got a lot of clips coming in. Hopefully I'm catching all these clips, guys. Sorry. Yep. Thrusting over jump here. And then if you hit that perfectly, you don't need to clamber. Okay. And then spring jump? Yeah. Nice clean connection. So first, yeah, this box. You can spring thrust. If you hit a nice spring thrust, you can skip the clamber here. Spring thrust stabilize, you can skip the clamber. You can also do what he did, where you jump thrust off of it, and you can skip the clamber that way. So that's a nice clean connection. And then the last thing that he showed, this is a really cool spring jump. That goes around the wall like that. So you gotta spring jump out to the right a little bit and kind of like just avoid bumping your head. So it's a little tricky, and I do it with the scoreboard because I've got to do that like precise movement out, I find. But yeah, that's a cool one to do. Doing it all in an actual game is the hard part. Yeah, I find, once again, I find twos is a good kind of environment to work on this stuff because you got a little bit more leeway. Or 1v1s. 1v1s will get your movement super cracked because you've got more freedom to do it. Just some connections here as well, right? If you're tower 2 and you do a slide off with a quick stabilize, you will make the connection here without jumping, like that. So just a nice, like, quick way without having to use your jump. You can slide off, stabilize. You can also thrust and then land spring jump to get to that platform. Like thrust off, oh, depending on the, oops, the timing. I figure you could also just do that too, though. That's probably fine. This is spring jump height, spring thrust height, right? Or like a momentum spring jump will get you over this. Or what I do more often is I'm on like E2 and I do like a super jump. And I try to like place my reticle at long haul or wherever I think enemies are going to be at the same time that I do the super jump. So you can do damage and get the tower in like really fluid movement. It's really, really cool. Report message. Making some challenges for H5 like they used to do in H3 so we can all come together and try things? Yeah, for sure. Like I know somebody was talking about doing like a jump horse or something in Halo 5. Might be kind of fun. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Nice connection. Yeah, so I was saying you can do it backwards or you can do it just like he did it. It would be really cool to see somebody hit a ninja like that. Imagine somebody's like sitting top tower and you know that they're looking for you to like jump up to that spot. Be nutty, dude. Yeah, so spring jump, thrust, stabilize, you'll catch the edge. Yeah. Okay, we had that. Yeah, special thanks to Esports Arena for getting me on here to stream with you guys. Oh no, back to back! Back to back, my man. Holy, alright. First off, let's go back and watch it again. Because the first jump that he did is really hard, I would say. Like, the timing, what was it, thrusting over jump. So you sprint jump, thrust, and then hold jump in the air and stabilize. But that timing needs to be, like, frame perfect to get enough of a launch. So off the corner of it, you can see. Corner of the box. Damn. That would be really cool to do in a game. This right here, it's like, maybe you could use this, but it's so risky, you know? It's just, I can't imagine ever doing something like this in a game, but, you know, cool to know. And you've got more, I'm sure. You're going to do, oh, I like this one. I forgot to talk about that jump, so thank you. Okay. Sure. And then thrust off this. I was waiting for that jump. Yeah. Okay. So that last one, I've seen a few times. It's another thrusting over jump. You'll see the timing of his thrust is really important. He's above the pole there, and he's in between. Looks like he's coming in. He's landing on a very specific spot. Yeah, you gotta be like in between this and above that. There we go. And then time the thrust, hold jump, stabilize. Right, so this ledge up here is actually pretty useful to know how to get into because it's not hard to get into. You land on here and then hold crouch and jump while holding crouch. You're doing a short jump, right? So you hold crouch and then jump while holding crouch, and you just get in this wall, and then you can shimmy all the way to the outside of long haul here. You could like walk out, jump thrust, like do like a. So once again, yeah, hold crouch, and then jump in crouch. And then, like, do a late jump out. You can, like, get to this box here without having to clamber out. But that's just unnecessary. But good to know how to jump in there. It's possible to also... I think you could probably, like, spring jump, thrust in, or whatever. But I just find this is the most convenient, consistent way to get into this ledge. The way that I just showed. Am I going to play some more? I'm not sure. I've been streaming for a bit now, to be honest. I'm not sure how long Esports Arena wants me on here. Especially because this map breakdown is going to take us some time. Look at how many clips I'm getting. I'm getting like unlimited clips. Did you show the clickety juggle? Did I watch this? I think I watched this. Ooh, no, we got a second code coming out. I should say, oh yes. Guys, you enter this code, you get more entries into the Series X giveaway. There are less people in the chat now than there were before, so this is a little extra incentive. What am I watching? What is this? Level of confusion over 9,000. You got a dip? All right, Vitamin, thank you for hanging out, man. Need to sleep? Okay, glad you had fun, dude. Yeah, so I don't know what you just did. You just sat in this corner? Or is that somewhere you can't normally stand? Confusion intensifies. And then, yeah. I mean, I get what you're, like, the jump from the wall to here, is that, like, the main connection? Because you can also jump thrust. But so you're doing a late jump, a late jump out of the wall there, and you got a couple options, like Luculin showed, right? You can also get to this spot. This area here is clamberable from the outside, so kind of convenient to know that you can just jump crouch, jump hold crouch, and clamber up here. You could even do like a little drop back action on here if you wanted to, but risky place to be. Though a nice place to get a connection to the other sided tower, if you know somebody's up in top tower. So you want to quickly get over to the other side. In twos, maybe, once again. Any game type where there's less people on the map to shoot you for free. Code is Fathom. Alright, guys. Make sure to use that code with the link that Nightbot just posted there. And that will give you more entries towards the Series X giveaway that's happening on March 8th. So it's like, think of it like ballots in a draw. The more ballots you put in, the better your chances are of getting the giveaway. So that Fathom code is going to help you guys out. A rare weapon skin? No, that's something else. Luculent. This giveaway is for the Series X. The grassroots skin. What's for the grassroots skin and nameplate? Because I'm gonna give it to our jumpers here probably. Okay, I'll check springless. Hold on. That's actually really cool. So he did a spring jump there. He roof bounced. I think he roof bounced spring jumped himself. I like that connection. So right here, there's a little ledge. Am I tripping? Or no? But yeah, it looks like he did a spring jump from that spot. But you can't bump your head here. So maybe he just like landed and did a spring jump? At a crouch? I don't know, man. I like that connection though. I thought you did like a cool little roof bounce. That's tough to do. Good stuff. Didn't he might have just landed in crouch. I'm gonna try that one on my own time. Because you have to late spring jump out. You're right. He just did stabilize and landed in crouch. Okay, very cool, very cool. Oh, this is to get to rail platform? What? Is there a trick? Or you just push your body into the wall is what it looked like. What are we missing here? Is there like something that you stand on? I'm highly confused. Walk into the wall from a crouch? This is the issue with watching your guys' clips is like I want to do them and then I can't. Oh, oops. Let's watch more. If anyone from Esports Arena is in the chat and you want to answer Narzard's question there, he says he clicked the link, but he doesn't see where to enter the code. So we got Connie in there. Somebody can help? You can stand up there? I feel like I should have known that you could stand up there. Hey, whoa, hold on. What's this first spot? Oh, I see where you are. Very cool. You're doing a... Did you spring jump? I think you might spring jump off that little ledge and then thrust it in. And then this is a spring thrust. With very precise placement, right? Perfect time. Yeah, spring jumps. Oh, so it's multiple spring jumps. Whoops. Speaking of spring jumps, this is a nice spring jump connection right here. Right? Off of that box, into a clamber, right there. Yeah. So you're looking at like 2 spring jumps back to back. I gotta work on my rig jump game, dude, honestly. I'll try that on my own time. It would be really convenient to know how to get up here when you're trapped on a bunker spawn, right? There have been so many situations where I'm like trapped in bunker spawn, and I wish I could just get up in that spot. So I'm gonna work on that too. I feel like I'm learning. I'm learning today more than you guys. Where it says stream code, okay. Right, we showed this earlier. I didn't hit it, but thank you. Just a bum B cap off the railing, right? The cool thing about this is no stabilize is necessary, and he got there even without a clamber, too. It's a really, really cool connection. Another one, or... Oh, okay, thrust off instead. Okay, less useful, but still pretty damn cool. One more. Okay, there's one more? Okay, I'll check in a sec. I don't even know what I just looked at. Are you... Explain what you did there. It's hard to see it. I swear, it's just like, who can impress and confuse Shyway more? Send clips. Maybe you just did a spring jump? It looked like you just did like a spring jump. It was like... something against this wall, dude. You guys are nuts. Moister than an oyster. Yeah, you can obviously you can stand on that ledge, but I've never gotten up there in the way that was just shown. Oh, right. Okay. I might have to ask you about that separately. It was the same thing you did here, is what you're saying. Something to do with pushing your body against the wall and crouching? Oh, I bumped something, though. All that OG jumper carrying over. Yeah, you guys got the OG experience. What did I miss here? Left thumb? What am I watching? Did a spring jump back to tower. This area here. I've seen, I think it was Luculin who did this, or Bubba maybe, where he did like a sprint thrust. I think he landed. It was like a momentum spring jump, like that. Yeah. Out of bottom tower. You sprint, time a thrust off the edge, and then spring jump stabilize with momentum, and you get up to engine 2. Really, like, tricky but interesting way to get there. However, I find that jump thrust stabilize is the best connection if you want to skip clamber to get to E2. Jump thrust stabilize, like that. That's the cleanest connection, I would say. It's easier. Or, off this box, you can spring jump thrust stabilize. You can jump thrust off the side of it, or thrusting over jump, stabilize, right? Maybe, probably don't even need to stabilize. And then, yeah, that'll all get you up to E2. I feel like we've done this map all out of order. So we've hit different areas at different times here. All these areas here, you can bounce yourself. I don't know what you would do with it, right? But you can roof bounce on all these little ledges that you could convert into quick spring jumps if you needed to. Any of those low ledges. Yeah. Crouch jump height. This. Crouch jump height. Right here, there's a wall. You can stand on it. Most of you guys know this stuff. This is crouch jump, then spring jump height. You can either clamber it, or you can spring jump off the wall and get up like that. You know, more crazy clips. Knockback physics? So you can do rubbles. What are rubbles? Holy connection. Without the coolest thing about this jump is he didn't even use clamber, so this is actually useful, I would say. If you are really good at this, this is actually useful. Jump thrust, and he cleared it without a clamber. I like that connection. Especially to get to snipe, like in 2s or something. But then I kicked it over. So how do you avoid kicking it over? Or you just gotta be perfect every time. If I kick it over, it's rip. Yeah, if you know bunker spawns aren't open and you're just trying to get like a fast route from underneath to snipe, I'd say that would be useful. Is this what you already showed or already saw? Yeah, I already saw this. Chechen sent a clip a long time ago. Let's see what this is. Yeah, right. Spring thrust, stabilize, true. No need to spring jump there, but that works too. And then the thrust, right. Covered it. Cool. Yeah. Just cross the T's, dot the I's, right? This is also spring thrust height, just like we know it's standard spring jump height as well. What up, Firefight? What's this? This is nonsense. What the heck? I take it back. I mean, it is nonsense, but it's pretty sweet. Did you clamber it as it moved and it like flung you up? That looks so janky. So you punched it and clambered as it like flipped? Wow. Yeah, good luck setting that one up in a game though. You know what? That's something that's pretty cool. That I wonder if Infinite would have something like that. You know, where you can like punch an object and clamber it and throw you like that. We got to get more creative in Infinite if we don't have the spring jumping or thrusting. Like who knows what we got. Trying to thrust slide off it? Okay, we saw this. Oh, the other way. Okay. That's actually consistent. Good to know. And that way too. Alright. So 3 different directions you can use that little hatch. Wow. Very cool. I mean, note that, I mean, you wouldn't have to note it, but typically I just get up there like that, so this is very similar. I guess if you know, now that I know if I'm in that specific spot, I can make the connection work. I like this jump, by the way, as well. So, like, let's say you're wrapping around from tower, you want to get up to rail. This is super quick and convenient to do. Actually, I think Snakebite was the first person I saw do this, interestingly enough, but it's just jump clamber and then crouch jump and clamber to rail. Just a nice, clean connection, you know? Like, if you're just trying to get up there quick, just clamber this corner. Like, I love that. Just easy to do, doesn't burn any resources, just really straightforward. Honestly, so much to cover, and we did it all out of order, so we're all over the place. I think I showed that you can just spring thrust that. This is spring jump height, though wouldn't really matter. There's that corner that you can get into that we saw in a clip. This whole area of the map I love. This area up to E2, E3. So obviously, normally people would just crouch clamber or jump clamber this ledge. That's what it looks like, of course. And you got to crouch jump clamber, I guess. We got this little groove on the wall here. You can spring jump and land on it and sit here. Or jump off of it immediately. But if you're sitting on it... God damn it, dude. Come on, Halo 5. This game hates me. Do I have to, like, hold crouch as I sit up? No, no. You don't hold crouch. I'm just trying to... like, I can jump off of it, no problem, but... It's good to know how to stand on it, I would say. If you could stand on it, you can like crouch and peek the edge. Pretty sure it's just a standard spring jump and you just stand on it. There we go. You can crouch and peek like that. Pretty like convenient, cheeky way to get like an angle onto tower wall while being safe at the same time. While you're up here, if you jump thrust into the wall, you'll stand on this wall here and you can shimmy outside here. This is just a great place to sit, to hide for a second, and it cuts a lot of angles, right? That's like the big thing is while you're standing here, you're kind of vulnerable to long haul, you're vulnerable to nest, you're vulnerable to tower wall. So many different places can shoot you, but a quick jump thrust into this wall and you've cut angles, and now you can just worry about nest. Even the guy in long haul has to come out to see you. So just really great way to stay up. It's specifically this like wall over here, right? So not that corner, but here. You can also get up here as well and sit on this wall. Now you can get on here without a clamber, but I love clambering this ledge because it's so easy to do. It's just quick little clamber and you can sit up here. While you're sitting, it's got to be on that edge though. It's like right against the wall in the corner like that. While you're sitting here, you can see snipe. You can't shoot it because you can't shoot through this, but you can peek it. And then you can come out with your gun ready to challenge. You can also, from this spot, stand and grab it, right? So you could be shooting, and you could, like, with good positioning, you can, like, kind of do like that. Without fully looking away, you can kind of clamber it and walk out and then hide. So, some convenient options you have. And then, of course, it clamber height to go this way, but spring jumping will skip it. Conveniently, if you hit the spring jump. Like that. And also, this is something that I've been trying to do a little recently, is banking nades off the roof and having it land. So you nade clamber, right? You combine the nade toss right before the clamber to cut the animation. And you just bank it off the roof and it'll blow up right on snipe spawn. So pretty convenient. If you know somebody's like flying for snipe, you can nade them as you jump up and then just shoot them immediately as the nade blows up. So nice little combo. Top tier no house for sure, Bong. Red starts already? We were on red side, and we kind of like talked about red starts. But I don't think there was like too much that I missed. Really, just jump thrust, stabilize. You can catch that ledge, right? Jump thrust, stabilize, catch it. It's like one quick way to go there. Ramp slide, land, spring jump to get up like that. Just like clear these opening areas really quickly, right? This area though, to get to camo, I always do that. It's risky, but it's very effective. Like if nobody goes basement window to shoot you immediately, then you just sprint, jump, time a thrust slide, and then grab it as you fall, right? Grab the camo. Really quick and convenient way to get the camo. The only risk is if somebody flies to basement window immediately, they can shoot you as you fly through the air, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So I would recommend pre-nading, shooting, getting ready to fight this, and then maybe drop down to trench, take the crouch jump connection over here, spring jump your way out of there with the camo, so you're like out quick and clean, you know? You do the same thing, but shoot down camo. Yeah, you can shoot down camo and just drop down there, go after it. That works too. But I just like to grab it. If somebody shoots down camo, though, they kind of screw you that way as well, right? So it is risky. You can also connect like that, technically, as well, and just sit up on the E3 platform. Do sprint, thrust slide, and then stabilize, jump stabilize, hold crouch, get up there. timing will work out and you'll get it. Okay, okay, drop to low, cool. Sorry, I missed this. Some more connections this way. Jump thrust, so spring thrust backwards to grab the ledge. That's pretty cool. And then a spring jump that way too. You do it so quick that it looks like viable, you know? You're doing it real fast. Damn, that looks really, really sweet. He's timing that spring jump super late, so he gets around the wall, right? That's a tough connection right there. And like late spring jump, thrust out. Wow, really cool. I like that. Probably never gonna hit it in a game, but I like it. If you like Meozer. Cool, potentially useful for a starting strat, right? Connect that with a super jump. Spring thrust, okay, that's an alternative. Okay. Yeah, so just another option too, if you want to get to, you start, sometimes in your starting strat, you start on the floor, so you can connect that way, which works. We saw the thrust off the box as well to get up the tower. Where's the cardigan? I know, right? I'm actually very cold. I should pull out a cardigan. Get freezing in my t-shirt here. Whoa! Right, so this kneecap, or sorry, yeah, it's the slide kneecap, the bum kneecap or whatever, because he did it out of a thrust slide. But these walls you can kneecap off of on any side, so the E1 to E2 works as well. But great consistency though, doing it twice in a row. Looks very cool. You thrust slide, you gotta perfectly time the hit, like he banks the wall at the very end of that slide and jumps like instantly. Or I don't even know if it's the end of the slide. It's a very specific timing. You'd have to watch the clip and try to recreate. But yeah, you can also, without the thrust, perfectly time it. Yeah, like that. Notice how I even just did it there. You perfectly time a slide, but to actually connect with the clamber, you would have to, like, you know, turn your body after, too, so that you don't bump anything. Like, this is the area where I've seen it done. And if you, once you do it, you have to, like, you have to drift backwards in the air so you don't bump the roof and you can still clamber the edge. And it's very, very difficult to do, so I'm not gonna... Used to have it very consistent? True. Invasion, what up, man? Welcome. Oh, yeah, right? Dude, the sword adds crazy speed. Yep, just a spring jump from Trench to E2. Okay. The suspense? Okay. So you just shoot it down instead. I mean, yeah, depending on the situation, maybe shooting it down makes sense too. Sometimes they'll shoot it down for you. But yeah, I typically grab it without shooting it. Type 1 for cardigan. I think I have my cardigan right beside me. I'm not even gonna lie. I could actually pull out my cardigan right now, just for you, Fireboy. Give me 1 sec. It's not a Shyway stream if there isn't a cardigan like literally right beside the stream setup. There you go, just for you. God damn it. It's warmer though. It's actually pretty cold because it's been sitting in the cold basement. I don't slap. Okay, just so you guys know, I don't smack the spacebar. I don't hit it very hard. It's just my mic had no noise gate on it, and I was lazy and I didn't. I just added a noise gate today. So for years my mic even picks up my my air conditioner in the background. It's been picking up everything, and I had no noise gate. So every time I hit the spacebar, even if it's a light tap, it still sounds loud. Anyway, you guys get it. The stream is complete. All right. Now it's a Shyway stream. Okay, I watched this one. This was the wild, wacky, waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wait. The prophecy has been completed. Dude, this map? This map looks so pretty, too. It's a shame. What the heck? Oh, and you jumped off of it. Dude, the maximum level of unnecessary is all I gotta say to this. Just so unnecessary. It'd be so sick if you, like, if some guy just thrust slid by and you sorted him, you know? Like, it would never connect, but... Yeah, we're up big now, Retta, for sure. Not down bad, we're up big. Up good, sorry, up good. Ah, damn, I ruined it. It's up good, not down bad. Okay, we're getting tired now. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming since just over 4 hours. This was the connection that I was talking about that Luculin showed me. Thrust off, land spring jump. That's really clean. I like how he turned in midair. If you want to immediately chow long haul, that's so sick. Bam. Very, very cool. Yeah. You had another in there? In this clip? Yeah. 5 shots in. Or is it a different clip altogether? This is done. This was done. Above that. Might be useful in twos, okay. You gotta cut these clips, man. Make me watch the standstill. Yeah, I know. I can't even do half this stuff, Retta. Right? I showed this. Yeah, I showed this one. Well, you did it out of a jump. But, yeah, it goes both ways. Super jump. One side or the other side of tower. This is Plaza. This is just a clip, or is it a jump? Let's see. I'll watch it anyway. I want rig clips is what I'm looking for. Nice. Perfecto. Get a spawn snipe. On onboard too. Took his face off. That was clean. Okay, it wasn't rig though. I'm looking for rig jumps. Looking for rig jumps, guys. Okay, Meozer, thank you for hanging out, man. You have a good one. I think we're winding down too. Yeah. Nice. Really, really cool, really cool. Of course, you can do it right up to Whitehall. Yeah. Wow. That's cool. I like that. So you can sit on this, I guess. Just knowing you can sit on it is something. Wow. Okay. I didn't even know you could sit on it, right? Like, that's useful to know. And then jump thrust, or spring jump thrust, off of it. Looking like a goof here, but yeah, spring jump thrust off of it, you're good. I like that. That little ledge. You never know, man. You're just like, somebody's fighting you and like coming around E1 and you just sit up here. Ugh, my hands are cold, guys. You sent a whack spot? Alright. Peace out, Scooby. Connie, are you still in the chat? How are we doing for time? Was there like, did you guys want me to stream to a specific time, or how are we doing? Nice spot. It's not that useful, but good to know. I like how in trench here there's like that extra layer below, right? Right there. Ooh, this is just good to know, right? I've seen Boo Boo. He'll get camo, and then he'll just drop down and sit here for a second. And he's made plays off of that for sure. There's also this area right here with camo, which is good to know. Just crouch jump, you sit inside here. Good way to avoid nades, right? Because people will bank nades in a trench. You can kind of just stay alive a little longer. And then there's this area right here as well. Jump clamber, you can sit up in here. Convenient. You can jump off of that as well. Not 100% sure why you would want to do that. But you can sit on this ledge. Right here, you can sit here. Of course, good connections to get to rail is to land on here and spring jump. You could use the buffer short hop spring jump technique, where you buffer into a short hop and then spring jump, spring thrust to get out of these areas efficiently. So buffer short hop. If you don't know how buffer short hop works, it's this special technique where you clamber without holding crouch. So you jump, clamber a ledge without crouch, and during the clamber, you hold, jump, and crouch. So during like the second half of the clamber animation, you hold, jump, and crouch. So you jump, clamber without holding crouch, and then hold, jump, and crouch, and you'll come out of the clamber with a frame-perfect short hop, which is a very low-altitude jump. And then you could use that to spring jump faster. So technically, like right here, I can buffer short hop, spring jump, if I hit the spring jump. Really nerdy stuff. Show them the spot, the sneaky spot inside the pipes under Nest Bridge. I don't think so. Do you got a clip? You can clip it to me. There's this area, of course, as well. When you're navigating around the bridge here, you can get in here. But you can also sit down here and just chill here. Pretty convenient to know that you can sit here. Of course, you can go on bat ledge, but you can also spring jump and sit up above bat ledge on a higher area right here. So you just spring jump backwards kind of lightly, and you can land on here. So you want to spring jump away from it, then drift into it is what I'm saying. And then shimmy across the entire wall, of course. You can get to this wall very easily from the stronghold platform, or you can just jump off of this box with a crouch jump and land and shimmy across that way. Or you can jump clamber this and jump thrust backwards, hold crouch, and it should connect you with the wall. You might have to land on the light. Normally I do that. Yeah, like that. So clamber, and then right after you clamber, jump thrust backwards and hold crouch, and you can just reach the wall like clean. Nice connection. Cool super jump from basement door. Okay. This is something that I was showcasing in a separate clip where you can super slide. So you fall off, thrust, resprint, and then slide at the edge of the ramp. And if you do it perfectly, it kicks you all the way to carbine. Pretty hard to set this up and hard to find use for it in a game, and I'm not hitting it. The one that's easier to do and might be useful is this one right here. Ooh, we connected that. That was sick. Let's go. So this little area right here, you thrust, resprint, slide. So the super slide technique out of a fall. So you sprint off, thrust, resprint, slide, and jump. And you'll launch from one end of trench to the other. So technically in strongholds, if you have like, maybe you got like a railgun and you want to fly at bunker really quick, and then I spring jump when I bank off the floor there, and it sends me sailing over. Clean, yeah. Pretty cool connection. Of course, this box is crouch jump height. You can super jump off of it, right? Once you land on it out of the super jump, you can spring jump to get immediately up to nest. Or you can like double spring jump, whatever. You guys know this. Good to always jump to this wall as well. Shimmy on this wall. Sit under bat ledge. But just use this wall is really important. If you know that somebody's on nest and you want to chow them, instead of clambering like that, it's safer to jump to the wall and then jump off the wall. Because then you can shoot the entire time. So if you're like, somebody's sitting on nest, you want to fight them, jump to wall, shoot. Right? Much, much safer way to challenge them than to just clamber this very, you know, easily punishable ledge. How is the super slide done? So the requirement is to sprint, jump, thrust. You have to, okay. There's two ways. You can do it out of a jump. Like, so you can sprint, jump, thrust, re-sprint in the air, and then the moment you hit the ramp, you have to slide. You have to hit crouch. The instant you make contact with the ramp to slide. Like that, and then jump. And the earlier you jump, the farther you're going to fly, because you spend less time in that slide animation. But yeah, the key is to re-sprint. So you got to make sure toggle crouch is off, make sure maintain sprint is off, and then thrust, re-sprint, slide, and jump. And if you do this one perfectly, I didn't hit that perfect, but it'll send you very fast to Carbine. I have YouTube videos covering this. I've got a really nice one on Plaza as well that crosses the entire map, but thrust, re-sprint, slide, and jump. And you can do it both ways. Yeah, but the biggest thing is re-sprinting in the air and making sure you don't slide until you hit the floor. If you hit crouch before hitting the floor, then you'll land on the ramp and crouch and you'll lose all momentum. So you got to make sure you make contact with the ramp first. You can do it this way too, but not as useful. I think you can jump off, or you can just like perfectly time a slide and then re-sprint, and or perfectly time a thrust and then re-sprint slide. And there's this connection here as well. Jump thrust off the railing once you clamber. So if you're just getting out of trench, clamber and then jump thrust, you'll clear that nice and quick. While you're on this railing, you can sprint jump stabilize and grab this ledge, or you can sprint jump stabilize and remember to hold crouch or mash crouch, and you can grab the opposite ledge as well. You can spring jump to do the exact same thing on both sides. So spring jump this way or spring jump that way. Convenient. You can also spring jump thrust off of it if you got good movement. And you hit your damn spring jumps. Spring jump thrust, stabilize, get to this bridge. Or spring jump from below, like right here. And get up like that, which is convenient as well. This ledge can be reached with a super jump also. So like that, sprint jump, or sprint, thrust, slide, jump, stabilize, hold crouch. I do this as, like sometimes I spawn bottom nest, and then as a starting strat off spawn, I just immediately super jump up top, and then challenge like whatever I need to. Halo C slide jumps without thrust, yeah. Even just a drop slide can be useful. Like you don't have to thrust and do like a crazy launch all the time. It's good to know where and when to drop slide. So you just make sure that you wait to time the slide until you interact with the ramp. And drop sliding can do a lot for you without burning your thrust. So like even like right here, it's hard to connect this and make it useful. But the little ramp down below here is like a launch pad. So if you're like on this box and you sprint, you can like kick yourself, and if you do it correctly, you'll hit the wall, you'll land right here to clear one side of trench to the other. There's also, in this area, Shotzzy likes to hang out in here sometimes, where you crouch, jump crouch, and get in this little spot here. You can land and clamber this ledge here. You can actually drop back and clamber this freaking weird clamber ledge on the inside of this. But yeah, just something to know that you can get in here. You can also, like, go under. Whoops. You can go, like, underneath and, like, hide in there, kind of. Like, in there you can go. I think if you... Not that hard to do, but you just, like, go like that, and then thrust. You can thrust in and just sit in the bottom. Yeah, you could do some wild oddball stuff when they used to have ball here. Very briefly. When's Plaza? Yeah, we did Plaza like a year ago at least. I don't think you've seen the jump I hit on basement door. It's pretty poggers. All right, Fireboy. Did I miss you? Oh, my bad. It's like literally here.
New teammate.
Damn, dude. Holy. Mind blown. Holy shit. Fireboy just broke the game, everybody. Call 911. Camo, and the camo grab too. Holy, that was the cherry on. That's like chef's kiss right there. The clean clamber, oh, just so beautiful. That's the extent of that's gonna be. Depending on how Halo Infinite goes, that might be our advanced Halo Infinite jump. Like, you can reach this clamber. Whoa, that's a slide spring thrust that you just did. I like that connection, Heenee. So the issue with doing a slide spring jump on these staircases is you'll notice when he slides, he like loses all momentum because there's a lip on the edge. See what happened there? He like stopped in the air. Because if you slide at the top of the ramp, you get kicked off the floor, and then you can spring jump, right? You need to land on the floor and crouch to spring jump, but it doesn't matter how far you fall to land and crouch. So even sliding at the top of a ramp and holding crouch still pops you off the ground enough to land and spring jump, or to spring jump immediately without looking like you've actually landed on anything. The issue is there's an extra lip here on the top of the ramp that stops your momentum, your movement momentum. So it like slows you down, but as long as you get that pop, you can still spring thrust and still make the clean connection without a clamber. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes it is faster and better, like a better idea to just do that. To just like, instead of sliding perfectly, just slide jump, land, spring jump, you know? And stabilize at the end or whatever, clear it if you need to. So you're right, that's the alternative. However, there are certain situations, like in Plaza, for example, on Cinema Stairs, where you slide up the ramp and then spring jump, stabilize, and you hit like the light post or hit the red sign. Like sometimes there's a more convenient connection. And yeah, just cool to know. Y'all are nuts. Did I see the hi, how are you? I think I saw it. Oh yeah, this is the spot. How Halo 3 jumpers view Halo 5 jumps. Exactly, Meozer. Yeah, like just a basic jump into clamber. I feel like they gotta know now, though. Okay. You damn weirdo. No, that was cool. So, alright. Unnecessary, but just to like go over the mechanics of what he's doing here. He sprints and jumps with sprint maintain forward, and then slides the instant he hits the floor, jump stabilize, and then he grabs the opposite side. That's more for style than anything, but pretty cool. I might have to send that again, Legend. This is similar to what we saw earlier, except off the box this time. Nice. Oh, he tried and failed. Spring jump off the side there will connect you into a clamber, kind of like what we saw. More of a twos jump. I mean, if ever, I personally wouldn't go for something like that. While you spend so much time in the air, like maybe if you didn't have to like do it like this, right? That might be like better if you can find a way to do it so you just fall into it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me check. Nice. Can you get out? I assume you can get out of this. I like that. That's a pretty sick spot, actually. Wow. So just hold crouch and fall and thrust. Damn. You can hide in there and you can get right out. Wow. And just walk out. Yeah. Really cool. You could use that in a game. Pretty wild. Yeah. Nice. Are you going off the barrel? It looks like he's using the barrel. That makes it much easier to do the thrusting over jump, right? So you use the barrel to, yeah, that's pretty cool. Once again, for this situation, I would do this. I would do like the super jump or whatever and land on it that way. Good to know. I got you. Yeah, for sure, Twisted. Ooh. Did you... So this probably wouldn't be optimal to go for in a game, but I think you're timing the thrust on the edge there. And you're not doing a thrust slide. Right. You're gonna get shot in the side trying to do that one. Unless you have really good timing. Right, off the edge, yeah. Okay, this one we watched. Want to see a legend goated clip? What are you looking at? Oh, damn. There are situations where you don't have the freedom to just like look basement window and you need to get out. You need to drop the camo quick. Like, this is cool because, oops. What I wanted to do was like as if it was theater and press Y and back out, but the instant that he drops camo, you can just go for it right away from behind. So I actually think that's really, really sweet. Does it need to be a snipe? Like, I don't think it needs to be a snipe, right? I can just try it on my own time right now. Where did he even look now that I think about it? You can do a pistol, but easier with snipe, right? Because you're pinpointing something. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Did I hit it? I don't know if I hit it. What am I shooting? If I hit it, you would know. It's like loud, right? It's in here in this corner. Oh, we did hit it. It's like up there. I looked away when I hit it. I literally looked away when I hit it. It's like up there. Oh, we hit it twice. Okay, so it's right up in the corner. Right below the... Interesting. I crouched, too. I don't know if that makes it better. I don't know if it went back up. Yeah, far right corner. Use your tac pistol. Yeah, right. It's like right up there. Dude, the more you know, right? Short hop before the thrust with a normal jump. Either go too high or accidentally clamber. Oh, I see what you're saying. A short hop before the thrust. Very cool. That's fast too. So we talked about this in one of my last YouTube videos, and the way that we've been trying to do it, or that I did it in my videos, I jump and then time a thrust. Off the edge, and I'm timing it wrong. But you can see how much time this takes to set this up, right? Almost. But there's a clamber ledge right where the light is, that light portion. And he hit it very quickly. So this could be used as a starting strat, maybe. I mean, ideally you'd want to snipe if you're up there. But just any fast, convenient ways to get to spots like that, if you can be very consistent, it makes it more and more viable. Yeah, very, very interesting. So once you're up there, you can like shimmy out, you can get an angle on tower, you can go behind the pole as well as another clamber ledge. Vitamin had sent me a bunch of clips on that a while back. You just jump over to where the top two poles meet. Do you want to show me what you're explaining, Left Thumb? I know you said you have one more clip. That's a good way, yeah. So that was some advanced tech though. He did a short hop into thrust, right? So he had to hit crouch and jump at the same time like that. So he barely left the floor, and then short hop thrust. It would be tough. I'm not gonna try it myself. The vitamin jump, yeah. Is that what we're calling it? True. Yeah, I mean, I know there's probably a lot more on this map. At this point, I feel like I'm getting a little burnt, guys. There's this connection here, right? This is good to know. Just a standard crouch jump from here to here. If you need to. You know, all this stuff, whatever. You can spring jump this. What I might do is tie up all the loose ends by myself, just like for YouTube, to get this up. Hopefully this is all like watchable and entertaining for people though too, because I actually don't know how this all flowed with the clips and everything that you guys are sending me. But yeah, did we cover most of it? I think we've covered most of this stuff. There's probably tons more, but I think we covered the juicy stuff for the most part. Thank you, Kana.